Hello guys, what's up? It's Bo Knows, and I'm coming to you with another story time here on Bo Knows Production. And this story time is about why should my lifestyle make you uncomfortable? My lifestyle being gay. And why should it make straight or heterosexual people uncomfortable? Let's get into it. So, light up our favorite little herbs for this little herb and talk section. Yeah. So, with talking about this story, why should my lifestyle make you straight people uncomfortable? Yeah. Um. So, takes me back to a time when I was working on set as a stand-in. So I was like running the show on this show, the main stand-in. We had about 6 stand-ins. Probably like 2 major girls, 3 major guys, and then it fluctuated. It could be like 7 people, just depending on who was shooting that day, but I was like one of the main people. So everybody was cool, relaxed, laid back, chill. I live my life like out in the open. Nah, not really. I live my life like I live my life. Like I've been gay all my life. Okay, let's get that straight. I probably didn't know what it was all my life, but I always knew there was something, weird or something that wasn't the same. And then people in my family would call it out, be like, hey, young men don't act like that. Hey, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother video. But, like, I tried to fight it. So, fast forward, like, I'm still the same person I was. Just because, like, I chose to live the lifestyle that I felt comfortable with. Like, I didn't start wearing wigs or, like, all gay people are not people that wants to change their identity, their gender identity. They don't want to, like all gay people or all gay men are not gonna be straight on Monday, say on Tuesday they're gay, and on Wednesday, we have a Saucy Santana situation. No, that's not it. You have some normal people that are gay that you wouldn't know unless they say, hey, I want you to be in my business. I'm gay, and like I'm kind of one of those people, but I don't not try to let people find out that I'm gay. Like I don't care if you find out if I'm gay or not, but it's not like I have a flag or shirt on saying, hey, I'm gay. But I am not living my life in the closet. I am openly gay. So if the conversation never leads there, like why should, like straight people don't just walk into a room and say, hey, like I'm straight and let's have a conversation. So why should I have to walk in a room and say, hey, I'm gay, let's have a conversation? So if it goes there, it goes there. So like that's kind of like a disclaimer before I get into the story. Like I show up authentically myself every time I show up. I'm Bo, and like if like gay don't have to come up. Like if it don't come up, it's not gonna come up. Like every gay man is not trying to sleep with a straight man, or every gay man don't have a purse and hair and like, hey girl, flamboyant. Like nothing against my community, but that's not every gay man, and that's just real. So that's my disclaimer or my little backstory. Like I show up as Bo everywhere. Always have, always will. So like we're on set. I know some of these people, they're cool. Everybody's cool actually, because my gayness haven't came up. But I see amongst like our little standing group that like some people are like okay with gay, because like just because my gayness haven't showed up or I'm just Bo or you haven't like, hey, like cracked my tea, if that's what you want to call it, or I haven't said, hey, by the way, everyone, I'm gay. Just because I haven't did any of that doesn't mean like we're not going to be in an environment around other people that's going to come in and they're going to be like, hey girl, whatever, all of that. and it's gonna still show up. It's just haven't showed up in our circle. And you have the chance to see like who's like, oh my gosh, like I hate gay people. I don't want them people around me. Like that's crazy. Like I had like the chance to see like how everybody was gonna react by like, what we saw that was coming our way. And I'm like, oh wow, everyone that, is in our little stand-in family is not, gay welcoming. And I'm like, okay, cool. But that didn't stop me from being friendly and still being the same person I was to everyone. Even though like now I see that to some of the men on the team, like they don't like gay people. Like it's a problem. But I'm gay and we have never had a problem. Like, we smoke together, we hang together, we talk. Like all of us collectively, one-on-one, and like I say, I show up as myself, but there's never been a problem. But now I see there's tension because like, oh my gosh, like what the fuck, like, because we see and like you're having a problem with other gay people. And I'm like, in my head, like, it's not right. It's not making sense, but I'm gay. So I'm like, I'm not finna be fake. Like, I'm not being fake just because you don't know what I am, but I see that you have a problem with that. And that was like to one person that was like within our stand-in family. And, so long story short, like we continue to be cool. We still continue to be cordial because like my gay haven't became visual to them. Like they don't know. And it's like, I'm not trying to hide myself. But I know that that they're not comfortable around it. So like one day we're all just sitting around set, like just chilling. And like, fish, I love fish. But sometimes like fish, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Females, like no offense, nothing wrong with fish, like that's just like what some people call women. Like I love women. I come from a woman. Like I love women. Like I love them. I don't find them sexually attractive. Gotta love women, but some women are messy. They're messy, messy, messy. Especially to the gays or the fags. They're really messy. So I think it was like we had a conversation because like female knew like my tea. Like I never really came out, but we have been on conversations. I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone with my husband. Like, who you on the phone with? And then she's like, well, I'm going to take my, like blase, because like they know. And then like other males, like they knew. But like this one person didn't know, but it wasn't a secret. It's just like, we just never got down like that. Like, so we were having a conversation about something and somehow the female was like, hey, Bo, or something like, will Bo have a husband? And then, like, it was like something, like she just said, well, I have a husband. And, like, the person who had a problem, the guy who had a problem with gay people, which was all of our friends, was like, no, you gotta be joking. Like, stop, like, don't play with me. Don't play with, don't play with T or Bo like that. And, like, I didn't not try to, like, I didn't say anything once I heard what she said. Like, I was like, okay, like, so, like, she said it again, and then, like, the guy was like, hey, Bo, like, you let Jada play with you like that? And I was like, well, actually, I do, have a husband, like, and they were like, oh my gosh, like, it was on their face like a blank thing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, that's crazy, like, how, like, now I lost a friend because I'm gay, but we're still friends to this day, it's cool, but they were uncomfortable, like, it was, like, uncomfortable, like, their expressions, like, was so, like, OMG, like, I didn't know Bo was gay, and I'm like, yeah, and then, like, they got up and left from, like, where we were at, and I guess took a walk, whatever, however. So, like, I didn't try to, like, fix it or anything. It just made me think, like, First of all, the female was really, really messy. Because like I say, I don't show up with it on my banner. If you could clock my tea, I don't care. But if you can't, like, I don't care. But if you have a problem with my lifestyle, I care. But like it never got that deep. Like we were just all cool. And I just realized that you had a problem with, gay people. So, long story short, like we had to sit down. Like I say, we smoked together on our lunch breaks. Like we chill. Like we were cool before they found out I was gay. But afterwards, we still were cool. Like we literally sat down and we had a conversation and we were smoking and, they were just like, hey, like I don't really have anything against, gay people. It's just that like some of them, like I just don't trust, they be blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, cool. Like I don't have a problem with straight people. It's just some of them I just don't trust, they be blah, 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 blah. And like literally like within our little 45 minute conversation, we were able to like bridge the gap of, them being straight and me being gay. No one wanting anything sexually to do with anything. Like from one point, no one wanted to harm anyone. But we were able to like make that connection and still be cool. And still to this day, like we're like-minded. It's just that I'm gay and they're straight. So we watch the same kind of documentaries. Like they'll send me and say, hey, check this out. And same thing. We're cool. It's just that we had to break the ice. And then we were able to coexist. And like we were coexisting before and it wasn't any problems. It's just, I don't know. It's a crazy, crazy story. Like literally I could talk about this for like an hour because like I tried to summarize it the best I know how. But in conclusion, if I can leave you guys with anything, it's this. Like, why should my life, my lifestyle, like who I choose to love, affect you or have anything to do with you? Like, that don't change the person who I show up to be in America or at my job or anything. Like, my lifestyle don't change that. I'm still going to be the person who's on my birth certificate. Like I'm still that person. It's just that I love this person or I choose to do this. So, sometimes it may not be worth it. Like you have to ask yourself, like, why should my lifestyle affect you? Like, why should you care? And if you can't get over that, like if you can't break that ice, we should part ways. Like we shouldn't even be friends. You shouldn't even be in my mix because my lifestyle should not affect you in no which way, shape, or form. Like, it's okay to be gay. It's okay. It's okay to be straight. It's okay. Like, I don't know how many nights I have cried myself to sleep, like, growing up, like, as a kid, because I wanted to be normal. Like, I thought being gay was not normal. And I wanted to be normal. Like, who would want to live a life knowing you're going to be prosecuted or you're going to be pointed at, you're going to be laughed at, you're going to be talked about? Like in 2023, it has got better, but I grew up in the 80s and in the 90s, and being gay was not okay. Especially if you live in like a small rural town, you're in the South or whatever. Being gay was not okay like it is now. So it's just like, why should my lifestyle here in 2023, almost 2024, matter to you? If you, like, why should it matter? Why should you like me and then as soon as you find out who I love, you don't like me or it's a problem? Like, that's not cool. And a lot of that still go on within like the Black community, and we got to fix that because we have too many toxic masculine men. Like, all gay men don't want to sleep with you. Like, no, we don't want you. Like, all women don't want all men, or all men don't want every woman. Like gay men are not like out here just praying, or like we're not like, oh my gosh, there's a guy right there, like I have to. No, never been like that. Like, if it is like that, the number is so small that it shouldn't even, like, it's not. So we got to get past that, and we got to show up for each other. Gay man, straight man, no matter what, trans man, whatever, we're all men, and we're all men of color. We got to show up and be men so we can help make our world better for our women and our kids. And that's all I got. Peace.